In this video, we're going to be looking at how to apply the CRAC method to a single leg hamstring stretch in a supine position. You are most likely going to need some kind of strap unless you are already quite flexible, but otherwise the setup is quite simple. I'm going to be lying on my back and then I'm going to wrap the strap around my midfoot and get a good strong grip. Start in a position that's quite comfortable. Then you can use your arms and get a good firm grip on your strap and just pull your leg up towards yourself, keeping the knee locked. And just pull until you feel a mild stretch on the hamstring. From this position, we can start working the contractions, but take your time getting into and settled into a comfortable position here. Now, the first contraction is going to be tensing the hamstrings, trying to pull my leg down towards the floor. So think that I'm going to try to pull my heel down towards the floor. But as I contract, I'm going to hold my leg in place by pulling on the band. I'm going to do that for about 10 seconds, slowly ramping up the intensity of the contraction. I'm going to end the contraction on an exhale. And if possible, see if I can sink a bit deeper into the stretch. Don't get too greedy when sinking deeper. We still want to keep the range at a place where we can still be there for quite a bit of time. So no more than about a 6 to 8 out of 10 intensity scale. Now I could just do this contraction and repeat that over time to steadily get deeper, deeper, deeper. But we can also add a second contraction. So after performing the first of the hamstring, pushing into the band, relaxing, exhaling, possibly sinking a bit deeper into the stretch. Now I can add a second contraction where I'm trying to actively pull my foot up towards my head. So I'm trying to contract my quads, my hip flexors, possibly a little bit of my abs to see if I can actively lift my leg in this direction. And I'm just gonna assist slightly with the band again for 10 seconds, trying to lift as high as I can, tensing that quad, tensing those hip flexors to lift, 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 lift. And after 10 seconds, I'm gonna relax, either stay in the position or move slightly out if it's gotten a bit too intense. All right, so we have two different contraction. We have of the lengthened muscles trying to pull the leg, push into the strap down towards the floor. And we have of the shortened muscles, the quads, hip flexors, and a bit of the abs, trying to actively lift the leg up towards my head and just assisting with the band. Now, the way you're going to be doing this in a working set is that you are first going to get settled into a mild stretch, get comfortable, then first perform a contraction of the lengthening side, pushing into the band for 10 seconds. After 10 seconds, you exhale and relax, and see if you can sink a bit deeper. Get settled into this new range, should take about 10, max 20 seconds. And then you can start contraction of the shortened side, trying to tense quads, hip flexors, and abs. See if you can actively lift the leg further up towards your head, assisting lightly with the band. And after 10 seconds, you're going to relax, either staying in the range or moving slightly off, out of the position. Again, 10 to 20 seconds to settle into the position. And then you're going to, once again, tense the lengthened muscles, pushing against the band. Now there are two options here, either working for a prescribed amount of rounds. I usually recommend doing somewhere between 2 to 5 of each type of contraction. There's also the possibility of simply continuing doing cycles of contractions until you stop being able to get any deeper. Now, if you do work for a set amount of contractions, just be aware that of course, we are hoping to be able to sink slightly deeper from contraction to contraction, but it might not happen after the first couple of contractions.